it's been a little bit. How's it going? Boy, I'm really excited right now, let me tell you. Sorry for the mess behind me. It's our workroom, so it is what it is. It's been a bit since, it's been about a week since we have posted, but you know, we've been busy with stuff. Amy actually has been recording all week. She's been filming all week of video. It's going to be slightly different than a regular what I eat in a day. It's what I'm doing for dinner. So it's like everything that she ate for dinner this last week. And so that will be up on Wednesday. So you can look forward to that. But I'm here to talk about something else. I'm pretty excited to talk about this. So back in May, my sister came down, and right towards, I think it was near the end of May, my sister and her family came down to meet Sam for the first time, and it was super fun to see them interact with him. You know, it's their first cousin and her first nephew, and so it was super fun, and we had a really good time with them. We were able to go to, I think I talked about this before, we were able to go to this house and everything anyways. So while we were doing this, we kind of came up with a really fun trip to do, which is we're going to Disney World at the middle-ish time of December. It's kind of the best time to go for everybody, and so we decided to go then, and we're very excited about it. And so this is a really big commitment for us to go, not only financially, but just I think from with Sam, it's going to be completely different. And so we're going to really, it'll be the first time we travel with him. So we stayed at this house for a couple days with Sam, and that was kind of harder because he was out of his element and everything. And so, sorry if there's glare on my glasses. It's the first time we're going to travel with him, and so we're very nervous about it. Sorry, I keep looking over to make sure he's still sleeping over there. So we're really excited though. We're super excited to go to Disney World with my sister and her family. And so one of the biggest things that we decided to do with this is kind of do I don't really know what to call it. It's a activity challenge, I guess is the best way to do it. So we've decided to do sort of a step challenge with them, and so it'll be me and Amy versus the four of them. My sister broke her foot, and so she's kind of out of commission for a while, but she won't really count. So when she starts counting, they'll kind of average the three of them together, give her some step averages, and then they'll start from there. And so it'll be whatever their average steps are against us. And so for them, it's going to be a little bit harder. They're going to have to be really responsible with each other and sort of motivate each other, because me and Amy, it's pretty easy to go do stuff and just walk around with Sam, and there's four of them, and so it'll be kind of interesting to see what happens. But we're super excited about it. We're doing this challenge, so not only because we really want to get more active, and especially because Sam is being so much more active these days, especially with walking. He's not fully walking yet, but he very much is close to it. He likes to walk everywhere, so we have to hold his hand, but the two of us can hold his hand, and I've been pushing him to do one-handed steps while he's just holding one of my hand and then kind of walking a little bit. He still struggles with that, but he's probably going to be walking by the time we go to Disney World, so that's pretty fun. But part of it is just the getting active and going out and doing more things, because now that a lot of restrictions have dropped, especially in California, there's 0 restrictions here. And in Washington, they're starting to drop a little bit too, but they're basically on summer. And so summer is the perfect time to go out and just like go on walks and stuff. And so we're really excited about this challenge, and we haven't really figured out the prize yet, but it's going to be something super fun. And there's going to be a winner, and there's going to be a prize. And so we haven't quite nailed down the prize yet, but there's a lot of ideas being thrown in the hat, and that's pretty fun to do too. And so, but we really want to be in good walking shape by the time that we go, because if you've ever been to Disney World, you know it is a lot of walking. And so we for sure are really wanting to be in good shape when we go, because we want to be really tired, especially because Sam's going to wear us out. I mean, he really already can push himself to have fun. and his fun is just walking around in circles around the house. And so I can't imagine what kind of monster he's gonna be when we're at Disney World, and what kind of crazy kid he's gonna be running around wanting to check everything out and stuff. And so it's gonna be really fun, but we're really trying to kind of motivate not only each other, but ourselves. And I think this whole thing is it's a great idea for us to be super motivated to do stuff. And so we're back on the diet train. We're back on trying to lose weight, get more fit, and be healthier. And so far I've lost 10 pounds again, which is really awesome. Amy's, I can't remember how many, but she's like 7 or 8 pounds already. And so we're super excited about that. Hopefully more videos. It's hard to film as much as we used to just because of Sam, and so hopefully we'll at least have one video a week, if not more, and we'll try our best to do what we can. I don't remember what I was talking about. I just was rambling, sorry. So anyways, we're super excited about Sam and his developing and growing and everything. And so we're just, we've been really doing a lot of work stuff lately and trying to get caught up with that. And we have a launch coming up soon for our business. If you don't know anything about our business, we make handmade travel bags. And so we come out with new fabric groupings every, I don't know, it's usually, we try to do it about once a month to add some new fabric to the store. And so if you haven't checked us out, our link is in the description. Amy's Small World is what it's called. But we're, getting caught up on work, and Amy is filming a different style of video, but she's still filming, and Sam keeping us busy. Things are going, it's crazy right now. So but yeah, I am so excited about this. It's made us already go out. Here, I'm gonna read off for this week what my steps were, which is pretty wild. So we started this last Monday, so today is Sunday, and so we've been going almost a week. And so Monday I had over 10,000. I was very proud of. And then I had 8,400, 9,300, 10,000 again, 7,700, 13,000, and then today I have 68. So a little lower today, but it's probably just because we did a lot yesterday. But it's been so much fun to see them, because if you know anything about the Apple fitness products and stuff, you can kind of like add friends basically, and you can kind of see their progress. And so it's been super fun to kind of see everybody and trash talk them and stuff. My little nephew has been killing it. He's been dragging them on his back this last week, and so he's done a ton of steps. And so it's fun to see them out and about and getting steps in, and just pushing themselves to do stuff. And so that's really fun, and that's what this whole thing is about, is we're just trying to push each other to get to the point where we don't die when we're at Disney World from walking around, because it's like minimum 20,000 steps per day almost when you're there. So especially at Epcot. Epcot is a wild walking day. And so I remember the first time we took Amy, first time I went to Disney World with Amy, we went to Epcot. I think the first day was like 14. We walked for like 14 miles, something like that. I remember being pretty tired. And so I would like to be better, back in shape. I've gained some weight. I've gained a lot of weight, and it's not okay, especially because I worked so hard to get all that weight off. But hey, this is just a part of stuff. I'm admitting that I definitely failed, for sure. Once COVID hit and Amy got pregnant, and then I think that was the other way around. Amy got pregnant, then COVID stuff hit, and then I had a million things happen to me that I was using as excuses, and then the baby, and then the stress of all that stuff, and I just decided to just forget everything I learned while I was dieting and just eat junk food all the time and stress eat and that kind of stuff. And so not good. I did not make good choices, and so I have gained a lot of weight back that I had lost. And so my body wants to lose it, obviously. We're two weeks back into like hardcore mode, and I've already lost 10 pounds. And so I know it's going to slow down a little bit, but I'm really trying to push. Especially, I think this time around we didn't. So last time we started this journey, which was back in 2019, it was March of 2019, we sort of did started with just dieting, and then we added exercise later. Especially me, I added running 6 months after we started weight loss, and so, which probably was good because I'd lost all that weight and then I could run, and so it wasn't as hard on my knees and ankles and stuff. But this time we're basically starting right out of the gate just walking, and so we go and walk every day, 30 minutes minimum. And so we're trying to do a once a week long walk, and so that means about 3.5-4 miles is what we're shooting for. And so it's really easy to do that at this park that we go to. And sorry, I was shaking the camera. My leg is restless sometimes. But so we're gonna sort of try to do a really long walk once a week, and the rest of the days we're just gonna do 30 minutes, which usually is around 3,000 to 4,000 steps typically for us. And so I think us starting out of the gate so quickly has really helped us with weight loss right away, and so it gets us motivated, because that's the thing, is like, if you're doing weight loss things yourself, or if you're trying it, the thing that really, I feel like personally for me that's really helpful is once you see the sort of like couple initial scale weights. Now as soon as it drops, it's hard, because sometimes I know because I was actually just looking at it last time that we did this, after 3 weeks I'd gained 4 pounds, and it was really confusing, and I remember now why that happened. At the time it was like, what is going on? But I basically bought these bars that I thought were keto friendly, but they were not keto friendly. Anyways, and so we're shooting out quickly as we do diet, and then 2 weeks into our diet we're already exercising. And so Amy is already talking about doing multiple walks a day with Sam, and how once I drop another 30-ish pounds or so, I'm gonna start running again. And so I think with all that combined, I think that hopefully, for me at least, I'll be able to push myself back to where I was. The goal for me is to be back where I was in February of 2019, or sorry, February of 2020, which is like right before we found out we were pregnant. And I would love to get back to that weight in right before we go to Disney. Now, there's a chance I don't hit it. There's a chance I don't even get close to it. But I know that I'm capable of it, and if I really, really, really work hard and push myself, which I know that I can do because I've done it before, that way I can, and it's not about like necessarily, I think if I get to that weight, I will be able to go all day, no problem, at Disney World without any issues. And so I've been having back issues again because of my weight. And so basically just, it's a constant, just, it's stiff all the time. It's stiff all the time. It hurts if I move a certain way. If you're new to the channel, I struggle with back problems for like years, since I was 18 basically. I had a friend who I was goofing around with, and he landed on top of me, and I basically have had a bad back since. And so after getting it checked a couple of years ago, they told me that it's not really my back, it's my pelvis bone, and it's sort of like off kilter, because it's really kind of interesting. It's something that apparently a lot of pregnant women struggle with after the baby comes out, that it tweaks their hips, or their pelvis bone is kind of weird, and so it gives them lower back problems for the rest of their life. And so that's what I have basically. I was never pregnant, but I carry a lot of weight in my stomach when I gain all this weight, and so for a long time I just threw it out once a year and I dealt with it. And so when I lost, sorry, this is hard to hold, when I lost all that weight, before, I had zero back problems. I never, even bending over the wrong way all the time, I never had any issues with any pain. And so when I started gaining all that weight back, my back issues came again. And so I really want to get back to the point where I was, especially because I really love running and I really love working out, and I've been missing that sort of endorphin happiness levels and stuff. And so it's just, it is what it is, and it's it's unfortunate that I gained all the weight back, but I'm really gonna really try hard to lose it again and get back to where I was, so that I can keep pushing and get to that goal weight that I wanted to do back in 2020. And so I'm gonna pause because the camera battery is about to die, and then I'll wrap this up because I'm rambling. Okay, sorry. Even just doing that for like 3 seconds hurt my back standing up. Just 'cause I don't know what my problem is right now. Anyway, so weight loss is going great right now. We're super excited to get back into it and do this challenge with my family and just get back into it. I know Amy is pretty hardcore right now. She really wants to lose the weight. I mean, we're both kind of tired of feeling the way that we're feeling, and Sam's gonna be an active kid. We already know, we can tell. He just wants to move everywhere and do stuff. He has tons of energy. He's barely sleeping at night. He's barely sleeping in the daytime. He just wants to play all day. And so he's super cute, but you know, it's going to be a lot of running around after this kid. We can already tell. So we want to be in shape for that. You know, I want to be able to chase after my kid and not be out of breath. Well, too bad. I'll probably be out of breath no matter what. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan and the goal. And you know, like I said, we're going in December. Super excited about a little Walt Disney World trip, and you know, we're going right before Christmas. So we're not going to be there over Christmas, but we're going to be there basically the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas. And so we're, you know, probably going to film a lot while we're there, just for not only memories of Sam, but like obviously that's great YouTube content. Just like before we went, if you were unfamiliar, we went back in 2019. Yeah, it was January of 2019. It was like the trip that basically pushed us into, like, I think we need to lose weight, because we went on that trip and we were exhausted the entire time. And so we actually filmed that whole thing. We have a playlist if you want to check it out. It has a lot of not only is there like a really long road trip playlist, but there's also just the Disney World 2019 playlist. And so, you know, we're super excited to go. We're super excited to go check it out, see it around Christmas, because we've never been there for Christmas time. We've been there every other season, but we're going to be there for Christmas, and I'm excited. And if you Floridians know what weather we should be dressing for, I would love to know that, because everything we look up, it says it could be anywhere from 60 to 90, and so that's a large range in temperatures. And so we went years ago at the end of August, early September, for an anniversary trip, and that was brutal, because not only did we get sick, but it was also very hot the entire time. And so those were the days. Anyways, so thanks for joining me today. It's just a quick update on what our plans are, you know, about weight loss and a trip coming up, and just this challenge thing that me and Amy are both super excited about. And so you'll probably hear us give updates on it. You know, part of us doing this is to keep us accountable, just putting it out there and helping, I think, us mentally as we record and talk about weight loss and stuff. It helps, because I know that there's people out there that struggle with it too, and that it's not an easy thing to not only be disciplined to lose weight, but you know, you're not in it alone. There's other people struggling too. And so I'm one of those people that struggled over the last year and gained a bunch of the weight back that I had lost previously. And so now it is time to pick that boulder back up and run back towards where I was. And so it's going to be hard. It's going to be, you know, I might fail a couple more times, but ultimately, as long as there's like progress being made, I think it's a good thing. And so I'm starting to make progress again. I am excited, and it feels good to be back kind of on the saddle and doing things the right way. And so thanks for joining me today. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, and if you're new, hit the subscribe button. We're back on the weight loss journey, and also we are probably gonna be talking about Disney World a lot as it comes up. I mean, it's still like 6 months away, but it's gonna be super fun. Yeah, it's cool because Sam's gonna be 14 months old, and so he'll be over a year, and he'll probably be running around, and it'll be fun to be there with him. So anyways, thanks for joining me today on this rambly little update, and I hope you guys are having a great week. And like I said, check out Wednesday's video. It is a different sort of style of Weight Watchers meal thing that Amy is doing. And so yeah, hope you guys have a great week. See you later.